Hello everyone, my name is Wahid and I'm Sydney-based management consultant. I help businesses refine their processes, bring automation into their system and make their system more secure. In this video, we will be discussing about the implementation of OAuth or single sign-on. As we know that we are moving into a time when cyber challenges or fifth generation challenges are on its peak. There are a lot of scams going online. Most of the websites getting hacked. So with this problems, there is a solution called single sign-on or multi-factor authentication. We use different systems for single sign-on. It depends on your application, but we highly recommend OAuth, which we will be discussing shortly. So this is our application that we are running on WordPress, and so if you try to log into our system, you won't be able to directly go into the network because it's not just one application. There are almost 5-6 applications that are running with this application. So we need one single layer of security that once user pass that security, it can access to any system. But to pass that security, the system uses single sign-on. It could be anything. It could be your Facebook, it could be Google, it could be LinkedIn, whatever the system you want to use for single sign-on, you can use it. But we don't prefer using that, so we haven't used it. So this is it. This is a login page and this is a sign-up page. So basically, the system first signs into the service provider or authentication or identity provider, and then once he authenticates himself, then he gets to the network of our application. So this is a login, and we have defined separately. We have defined a sign-up page. That's a custom built sign-up page that we have defined. So we defined it in this way. We are not using the built-in sign-up page. So this is for your understanding. So once I log in, then I would be able to log into any system. So let's come to the OAuth, how we really set up. This is the OAuth panel. We basically integrated our WordPress applications to the OAuth. This is one example, but you can use any sort of application that has JavaScript, PHP, built on .NET, or any Django, or any specific thing that you build a website on, or used a specific framework or specific language. We can certainly integrate OAuth with it, or we can use Mini Orange or Okta with it. It depends on your needs and application. So what exactly we have done is we have defined a database in OAuth. We integrated our application to OAuth. So once the user or the person who wants to log in, he has to first log into the system. If his credentials are not existing in this specific system, he won't be able to get access to that network. And all the networks are using one database. That means that all of the networks are using a specific access to a database. Once they are verified from there, then they get the access to the different websites. It's just like example that there is a society that has a gate. A security guard is sitting at the gate. Whoever first the person has to pass through that gate to get to any house inside the building, or inside the shop, or inside anything. Let's say there are 5 banks and they are supported by a all vault, and there is a gate inside. Person comes at the gate, he first passes through, he shows his identity, he proves himself, then he gets in, and then he has access to 5 different banks. Every bank has its own process of verification, that they have their own account. Either the user have account in bank A, but he doesn't have account in bank B, C, but he has account in bank D. So he has 2 accounts, but there are 5 banks. So how would the system know? Because the system would use this basic configuration that it has, but the network protocol would make sure that anyone who gets to that point has to be verified. He has to be human. He has to be some sort of user of the system. So the basic level configuration is the same. The user don't have to log in again, but he will only have access to the system or to the capacity or to the features that he is registered for. So if you need more detail, or you think that my explanation was not to the mark, you can certainly give me or drop me a message. We can connect, and then we can discuss the possibilities of how we can integrate the single sign-on or cyber security or multi-factor authentication or SMS notification or email notification, or there are different things to do. How we can do it and implement into your system. If you have any question, do let me know. I will be more than happy to assist you. Looking forward to talk to you. Thank you guys.